This is my recipe for a very special dish. This is purple Majesty and chicken hot pot. The first thing is I have to explain to you what an Albert Bartlett Purple Majesty is, and it's actually a very special potato. Now this would be considered a superfood, and it would be considered such because it's jam-packed with nutrients, vitamins and especially antioxidants. You can see that it has this gorgeous purple colour to the skin, and when you peel and cut through it, you'll see that it's also the same rich colour following all the way through the potato. For this dish, we're going to slice the potato up and parboil them, and what you then get is an incredible coloured water left over, and this is water that you must not throw away. Lots of the nutrients and antioxidants live on in this water, so for this dish we're going to use this coloured water from boiling the potatoes for the stock. So now I'm going to talk you through the rest of the ingredients. We've got the Purple Majesty potatoes, and I use 6 good size ones sliced up for this dish. I'm also using 2 tins of chopped tomatoes, 5 small onions peeled and quartered. I've got 4 or 5 carrots sliced up. I've got 400 grams of brown mushrooms. You can use button mushrooms if you prefer. I've got 6 chicken breast portions without the skin on, and I've just cut them all in half. I've got about 3 tablespoons of plain flour, and in with there I have 2 tablespoons of dried mixed herbs and some black pepper. I've also got 2 tablespoons of tomato puree, 3 cloves of garlic which are peeled and crushed, and a couple of beef stock cubes. Also for this dish I like to add a glass of red wine. We use a little bit of olive oil to cook, and a couple of slugs of Worcestershire sauce. It's important to use a casserole dish that's suitable for on the hob top and to go in the oven. I'm going to start by popping a little bit of olive oil in here and then adding the onions and garlic. So while the onions are just finishing off, I'm popping all the chicken in the flour. I've mixed the flour with 2 tablespoons of mixed dried herbs and a good helping of freshly ground black pepper. The chicken just needs to go in there and then mix up so that it all gets coated in the flour. This is going to help give the chicken flavour, and it's also going to help thicken the sauce. Once you've got the chicken all coated in the flour, just pop it in the casserole. It's going to be important within the first few minutes of the chicken going in that you move it around quite a lot, just to brown off the edges if you can. Okay, let's pop everything else in now. So we've got the 2 tins of chopped tomatoes here. Next the carrots. Now the mushrooms. And now the red wine. Oh, this is going to be really nice. We now need the 2 tablespoons of tomato puree, and I've got the 2 beef stock cubes that I need to crumble in as well. Once you've got all those ingredients in, you need to add the stock. I've made a pint. I'm probably only going to need half a pint though. This will thicken as it cooks down, so make sure you've got enough stock to cover all the ingredients, but leaving enough room for it to bubble a little bit. So on the hob top, I've just bubbled that away for a couple of minutes just to let everything come up to the same temperature. I'm now going to add a couple of slurps of Worcestershire sauce, and then we'll pop the potatoes on top. Be careful you don't burn your fingers when you're doing this, and don't overlap the potatoes. Just simply place them all over the top of the dish, trying to fill in any gaps if you can. And that is now ready to pop into the oven for 50 minutes to an hour, and we're just going to let the juices all cook, the chicken cook all the way through, and the Purple Majesty potatoes will go nice and crispy on the top. Wow! This smells great. Wait till you try this, you're going to love it. It's been in the oven at about 200 degrees for 50 minutes. That's all it needed. You can maybe see that the top of the potatoes have gone really lovely and crispy. Smells absolutely divine. So there we have it. This is my Purple Majesty and chicken hot pot. It's absolutely delicious and full of nutrition for you as well. I hope you enjoy it.